Hello my crochet friends, and welcome back to another tutorial. I haven't posted a tutorial for any of my patterns in a really long time, or anybody else's patterns in a really long time, so this is weird. I kind of forgot how to intro them, but I'm gonna do my best. I think about a year ago to the day I made a video tutorial on how to make a pocket spider. That tutorial was for one of the first patterns that I ever published as a free pattern on my Instagram, and I'm like, hey, let me make a YouTube little thing for it too, and it was fine, and it was there. There really wasn't much special about it. I was still totally learning the ropes, not that I know what I'm doing, but learning how to do video tutorials. And rewatching it, I realized that I didn't really demonstrate what to do very well, and since then I have rewritten the pattern because I've grown as a pattern designer. So I figured, as a little 1-year anniversary / me re-releasing the pattern, I would teach you how to make your own tiny pocket spider. So if you would like to make one for yourself, stick around and we'll get right to it. But before we go head first into that, if you are a written pattern person, I do have this written pattern out on my Instagram. I have added the link at the top of the description. It's super easy. You read it, you make it, you get a cute little spider. But if you need a little bit more guidance, or you're stuck and want to still make some spiders, let me show you how to do that. These are by far one of my favorite pocket pals that I have, both from the people and myself. They are just a great conversation starter because a lot of people think they're crabs or they're octopi, and then they're like, oh my god, he's got 4 eyes, and I'm like, yeah, he's a spider. I just truly love this pattern like a stupid amount. So it's pocket spider time. Let's stop yapping and start crocheting. That doesn't rhyme. Let's go make a spider. Before we even talk about how to make this spider, let's talk about the materials that you will need to do so. Starting off with the basics, you will obviously need a pair of scissors, the yarn of your choice. For me, I am using Premier Parfait Chunky in the color Cornflower, a crochet hook that matches the size of your yarn. For my purposes, I'm using a 3.5mm hook. You will also need stuffing, 2 pairs of safety eyes. I have a pair of 12mm and a pair of 10mm, a needle for sewing him closed, and then finally, if you'd like, you can also use a stitch marker. Now that we have the materials we will need, let's go ahead and start with how you are going to make this spider. Using your yarn and your hook, go ahead and make a magic loop, or if you are like me and prefer to use the chain 2 method, please go ahead and do so. Into said magic loop or chain, you are going to put 6 single crochet stitches. After doing so, your project should look something like this. For round 2, you are going to make 6 increase stitches. At the end of this round, you should have a total of 12 stitches. For round 3, you are going to start with a single crochet. Into your next stitch, you are going to make an increase. Go ahead and repeat this pattern all the way around your spider. At the end of this round, you should have a total of 18 stitches. After finishing round 3, your project will look something like this. For round 4, you are going to make 18 single crochets. This means that you will put 1 single crochet into each of the stitches from the previous round. At the end, you should have a total of 18 stitches. After round 4, your project will look something like this. If your project is curling where the inside of your project is on the outside, just go ahead and flip it like so. And once you have this little mini dome shape, we are ready to do round number 5. During round 5, we add our legs, but before we get there, we are going to start with doing 3 single crochets. I am going to go ahead and mark that first stitch so I know where I started, and here is what we look like. Now, to make a leg, you are going to work into the front loop of your next stitch. Going into the front loop, go ahead and make a slip stitch. Chain 7. And then make 6 slip stitches back down your chains. I like to work into the back loop of my chains, however, you can do whatever you feel most comfortable with. After your 6 slip stitches, your spider will look something like this. To finish off the leg, go ahead and make 1 more slip stitch into the front loop only where we made our first slip stitch. You have now made 1 leg for our spider. Next, you will make leg 2 into the next front loop. So once again, that is starting with a slip stitch, chaining 7, and then making 6 slip stitches back down the chain. Make 1 more slip stitch into your starting chain, and there is leg 2. Go ahead and repeat the leg instructions 2 more times until you have 4 legs on this side of the spider's body. After making all 4 legs, your spider will look something like this. To continue this round, go ahead and make 5 single crochets. You will be working into both loops like normal. Now we are going to repeat these leg instructions on this side. As a little refresher, to make a leg, you will put a slip stitch into the front loop only, chain 7, and make 6 slip stitches back down the chain. Make 1 more final slip stitch into your starting chain, and you've done it. Now go ahead and repeat that 3 more times until the left and right side of your spiders look the same. After completing those legs, your spider is going to look something like this. To finish off the round, go ahead and make 2 more single crochets into both loops like normal. At this point, we are going to take a little break and add in our spider's eyes, so I am just going to move my stitch marker and pull this. Now, where your working yarn is, or where your stitch marker is going to be at the back of your spider. As you can see, there are 2 gaps in between the legs. We are going to put the eyes at the gap that is towards the front. Starting with my 12mm eyes, or whatever pair of eyes are the biggest for you, go ahead and put them right above the inner stitch from your leg. The eyes will be between your single crochet round and the round that we just completed. Once your spider looks something like this, we are going to go ahead and add your second pair of eyes. For me, these are my 10mm eyes, so they are smaller than the 12mm. Moving 1 row up and 1 stitch back, go ahead and add your eyes. Once again, that is 1 row up and 1 stitch back. Go ahead and add your eyes. Please feel free to play around with the placement of the eyes. If you want to add more, add less, whatever personality your spider has, make sure that it shines. Once you are happy with your eye placement, go ahead and take your safety eye backings and lock those eyes in place. Now that our spider has our eyes, we can go ahead and finish crocheting him. For the second to last round of our spider, we are going to make a single crochet and a decrease all the way around your spider. When you come to the points where you have your legs, we are going to be working in the back loops from the previous round. So just as normal, you will make a single crochet and then a decrease. But you will only be working in these back loops. At the end of this round, you should have a total of 12 stitches. After that first decrease round, you will see that your spider will start to form a top and a bottom. Here is mine in all of his round domeness glory. Now for the final round of the spider, you are going to make 1 round of decreases. In total, you should be making 6 decrease stitches. At the end of this round, you will have a total of 6 stitches. After those 6 decreases are made, go ahead and take your scissors. Leaving a couple of inches to sew him closed, go ahead and cut your yarn. At this point, I pull my yarn through the loop to close it, and now he is ready for sewing. But before we sew him closed, he does need some guts. So taking whatever stuffing you prefer, go ahead and give him some guts right into that hole that we haven't sewn closed yet. After stuffing your spider, he will look something like this. And all that is left is to sew his hole closed. So taking that yarn tail that we left from before, go ahead and put the thread through your needle. And working into these top loops that you can see from our last round, we are going to cinch him closed. To do that, taking your needle, go up through the first loop and down through the second loop. Go ahead and pull your yarn through, but not all the way tight. You are going to repeat this with the 2 loops next to each other all the way around the spider. Since we have 6 stitches left, you should be repeating this 3 times. And one more time, that thing is up through the first loop and down through the second loop. Once you have pulled your yarn through all 6 stitches, go ahead and pull it tight. This should make your spider's belly cinch up so that you can see no more polyfill and his belly button is closed. Go ahead and make a knot to make sure that cinching stays. And then hide your yarn tail in the spider's body. I like to go into the spider's body at the hole where the tail ended and then come out wherever my needle feels is most convenient. After you pull that through, go ahead and take off your needle and taking your scissors one more time, cut that thread. And just like that, you now have a pocket spider friend. Just like that, my spiders are now best friends. They are living their best little spider pocket lives, 8 legs and all. Thank you so much for using my pattern and my tutorial to make your own little spider. I hope that you now have a little 8-legged friend for life. If you run into any issues, have any questions, or anything of the such, please feel free to either comment down below or send me a message, whichever you are most comfortable with. I would love to help you with your little spider making endeavors, no matter what problems you come across. But yeah, just like that, thank you so much for wrapping up spooky season with me. I hope that you guys had an absolutely lovely Halloween and are looking forward to the coming fall months. As always, until I see you guys next Saturday, I hope that your crochet projects are treating you just as well as mine are treating me, and I cannot wait to see y'all then. Please be sure to stay safe, happy, and healthy, and we will do just that. We'll see you then!